G'day, I'm Paul. This is Cannon. Today I'm going to have a go at fitting a snorkel along here. So you need to get access to inside the guard. So I've got an axle stand up there for a bit of safety. Never climb under a truck that's sitting on a jack. I'll show you what's included. So here's the snorkel. It's pretty straightforward. Here's what it looks like on the inside. You're going to need a 90mm hole saw. This is the template that was sent with it, so I've made up my own template that I know is absolutely true and correct. Before I go drilling any holes, I'll do lots of measuring. So I've measured, made a template, put some masking tape underneath to mark where I think the holes are going to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill my big hole first, and then I'm going to put the snorkel into the big hole and then recheck my bolt holes before I drill them. And related is the point on the pillar. So once I've drilled that, I'll line it up with the mount point on the pillar and then recheck my bolt holes before I drill them. Also, pro tip, before you go drilling any holes in a panel, cover the entire drill area in masking tape. It'll help prevent chipping the paint around the drilling point. Might need a power drill, not a cheap battery drill. Right, ruined one hole saw, rushed out and bought another one. This is a bi-metal hole saw designed to drill through metal. This should be a much better experience. How easy was that? Done. This is called a deburring tool. I'm just going to clean up around the inside. A hole this big you could probably just use a file, but you know, I've just bought a deburring tool, so why not use it? Well, I was nervous as hell doing that, so I took my time. I didn't trust my template. I re-measured every single hole. So I started with the big hole saw after ruining my wood tooth hole saw. Anyway, bit of fun. These are 10mm holes. It's actually an 8mm stud, but 10mm just gives you that little bit of extra wiggle and play room during the install, and it comes with big panel washers, so it's not going to move around once it's bolted up. There we go, time for a clean and some paint, and I'm done. So it was pretty fiddly getting the nylock nuts and panel washers up into here, but perseverance. Take the wheel off, you can reach up. Also the original air line, I guess, comes out of the airbox about here, and And down the front here, it's held in with a single bolt, which you can see from underneath. The original is mounted like that. It heads down under the headlight. It's got a single bolt hole which you can access from the wheel arch. And also, in New Zealand, we have some funny rules about piercing through your structural pillars. So some people pop rivet these on, some people screw the things on. I haven't. I've just used a really strong adhesive that'll take about 5 days to fully cure. There you go, snorkel installed. It's now the next day. Yesterday I just stopped for a beer instead of recording a video. Little bit of a fiddly job. You get to these bolts behind the snorkel by taking off the guard lining and reaching your arm up here with your nylock nuts and your panel washers. As I mentioned, New Zealand's got funny rules about drilling into important parts of your vehicle, so I've done no drilling. That's there. I've literally used no more nails, which I'll paint black once it's fully cured after a few days. I'm super happy with the result, man. That looks super cool, and wasn't that difficult. Just needed to be brave. I'm Paul, and you've watched me install my snorkel on my GWM Cannon.